What's happening, guys? Shay here, only about top you guys as well. So the Dolphins and the Lions shared the Momentum One Day Cup trophy. Unfortunately, the game was washed out. They took it to reserve day. They had the reserve day there. It was washed out. The game was curtailed to 45 overs apiece. Lions batted first, made 225 for 7. We were 37 for 2 in our reply. I think about 9 overs or something. I got it here. I think it's about 9 overs. We batted 10.2 overs. So yeah, we're a bit of trouble. Yeah, we lost Rollison and Ackerman quite cheaply actually. So that was disappointing, but we started to forge a partnership. I think it was Michael Frylinck who came into the tournament, first game in the tournament, and Frylinck scored 20 not out, and Ruben Swart was 13 not out, and they put on 30 for that third wicket. But the rains came down, never abated, unfortunately. So that was it. But disappointing, I guess, this whole thing about. I'm not really a big fan, to be honest with you, of this whole shared trophy thing. I'm really not. I just believe, like, as a mate John Nelson for 20 Hours podcast said, just have a bowl out indoors. Do something. You can't be kind of a bowl out outside. The super, a super over, even that in the rain. Fair enough. It's too heavy. Just do bowl out indoors. Like, I'm not a fan of like sharing trophies. I don't think it's very sportsmanlike to two teams be like run around holding the trophy aloft and everything, and say you both won it. We shared the trophy with the Warriors. I think it was a T20 comp about 4 years ago, 17-18, 3 years ago, 17-18 competition. I just it doesn't feel the same. Do you know what I mean? As a fan, anyway. I mean, as a player, listen, you've gone through the bubble, you've played games. I appreciate that, but I don't think you can really go to a proper winner when you've got 6 teams and 2 people have won it. Do you know what I mean? It's just a third of the teams have won the competition. It's a bit stupid, isn't it? So, not really a fan of that. But ultimately, I guess we're still go down as winners on paper. But anyway, but listen, I think we did okay in the tournament. I mean, I refer to the final. Let's see, it wasn't the easiest to bat on. The Lions Lions did well, making 225 really in those conditions. Obviously, with the weather around, a lot of cloud cover, the ball was moving around. Ethan Bosch exploited those conditions. Ethan Bosch did really well. 9 overs, 4 for 41. Did really well. I always talk about Ethan Bosch quite a lot because I'm a really big fan of him. I think he's a very, very talented player. I think he was given an opportunity, a proper opportunity, consistent run the side, he can go quite far, and hopefully one day play the Proteas. Obviously, it's going to be a domestic restructure, so we'll see where he ends up next year. But I think wherever he plays, as long as he gets a run of games, gets to be a mainstay in the team, I think he can go quite far and do well for whoever he plays for, and hopefully South Africa as well. I think he's 23 years old, so he's got so much time on his side, So, interesting enough, in the semi-final, him against his brother, wasn't it? Corbin Bosch, who kind of showed him up, to be honest, a little bit. He performed better, but, Ethan Bosch was a bit rusty, didn't play for some time, and got thrust into the mix, but found his straps in the final and did really well, so well done to Ethan Bosch. So Brian did well, I think ball up top, 9 overs, I think 1 for 26, I think, and that's good because I did just a video on the T20 prospects. I think he's going to be an important part of that. Him and Mirage bowling those 8 overs in the middle. I think probably 6 to 16, you could say. They'll bowl those 8 overs, and obviously Muthasamy there as well. Muthasamy had a really good tournament actually because he wasn't that great in the 4-day comp. They moved up and down the order to kind of accommodate Rollison, but I think he will obviously have a hand to play in this tournament. We'll see how he gets on his batting, but I think his bowling will be quite vital at times actually, especially if one of Mirage or Senuran doesn't have a great day in the T20. But anyway, he had a good tournament. Robbie Frylinck was excellent in the tournament. Actually, I've got the stats up here. So look at first of all, look at the bowling. So he had, Robbie Frylinck, 4 overs, 4 matches, 34.2 overs bowled, took 6 wickets for 80.83, and then Sir Brian, the 5 wickets at 29. Ruben Swart, 5 wickets at 16, as an all-round option, and I think he's a very talented player. I mentioned it before in my previous video, and I think he will. I think he'll have quite a big part to play, hopefully, as well in this T20 comp coming up. But anyway, back to the this tournament here, this 50 over comp. I said he did well. It wasn't, the batting looks a bit fragile, unfortunately, and I think that might actually, I think would have probably come a cropper, unfortunately, in this final. If I had to put my hat on it, if I had to hang my hat on it, I think we would have lost the game. I think 37 for 2. Kai Zondo's coming next. My thoughts of Kai Zondo. I'm not the biggest fan in the world. Zondo, Muthasamy and Frylinck, who rescued us couple times before, they were coming in after Zondo at 6 and 7, and then Muthasamy, he's okay bats, he's not great, he's coming at 8, but it might come down to Brian and Ethan Bosch to kind of rescue us potentially. I just look at the bowling attack with Eldra Hawken, Magala, Saboto, Bryce Parsons, a youngster bowling at spin. He came on, bowled a few balls. Then you had Nono Pongolo, Delano Paquito was to come on as well. You know, they had a real, you know, quality bowling attack to kind of attack us with, you know, to get us at us with. So, to be completely honest, I don't think we would have won the match, but you never know, and we're never going to know. It doesn't matter. So, listen, it was a reasonable tournament. The bowling was very good. The batting was okay at times. Obviously, we yielded the highest score. You know, we scored the highest total in the tournament, 290, I think it was 290 against the Knights. I think it was the first game we played. No, second game, because we beat Titans in the first game. Second game, we scored 290. I think we scored 272 against Titans. So we batted okay at times, but the top order batsmen, I mean, Rolson did well. I mean, I think I just saw about the run scorers for the tournament. Yeah, I mean, Rolson was third highest run scorer, 4 games, 192 runs. Averaging 48 at a strike rate of 83.48. So yeah, he did well. As Muthasamy mentioned, averaged 66 with a strike rate of 83.54. Actually better than Rolson. I'm not sure if Frylinck is... Yeah, Frylinck is there. I was going to say he should be because he did well with the bat. Yeah, averaged 43 with a strike rate of 130.16. He really gave it a long handle, didn't he? At times in that tournament. So well done to him. Yeah, he's still doing it. I mean, he's 37 at the end of the year. But he's still very much a mainstay in our white ball sides. So yeah, you know, it was... I mean, that just kind of shows you, I guess, Muthasamy and Frylinck were batting 6, 7, 8, you know, those numbers, when Rolson was our only top order batsman. He's the only guy in the top 15 run scorers in the comp. So it shows you kind of how our batting was. Ackerman had a really bad tournament, so did Zondo. Muthasamy opened up and didn't do anything. I'm not sure why he opened, to be honest with you. That's where that failed. So yeah, our batting they look a bit brittle. I think that's probably why we won that match. But we'll never know. Doesn't really matter, I guess. But yeah, you know, it was decent comp, and we've got to the final again. We've won the trophy, so yeah, it's onwards and upwards, I guess. This Imran Khan and his white ball Dolphins team. Anyway, that's it, guys, from me. Leave your comments below. Said before in the previous video, but any Dolphins fans out there, please do leave me a comment. That'd be wonderful. I'd love to hear some comments from some Dolphins fans. That'd be brilliant. Especially from Durban, that'd be even better. But it doesn't matter if you're not. I don't really care. But if you're a Dolphins fan, you know, do get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. So yeah, all right, guys, I'll leave it there. If you like the content, please do like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Cheers.